Hey there, guys. Hunter Brainsby here. I am sitting here with my friend the Nightman. He has come over during the day. Let's give him a round of applause. The reason that my friend over here is called the Nightman is that he and I hang out in the evenings for the most part because we do. And it is what it is. I don't know why I'm sitting here defending that. So, here is my video, once again, trying to start this fire. By the way, I know how to start the fire the easy way, which is just put a shit ton of paper on here, put some twigs on it, but I'm trying to do this in a way so that if you only have a little bit of different resources, you can put it all together, figure it the fuck out, and then it's done. And by the way, parents, if you got a hard time with listening to the language that I have, I'm at home right now. I'm pretty sure most of these kids know you're not supposed to say that stuff in school. Although, who the fuck knows? Because I've heard kids say horrible things. I've seen them hitting each other with full backpacks of books. That shit's not funny, guys. So don't do that. If you want to be cool, first of all, stay in school, because everybody I know who has dropped out early, they suffered in certain skills. This is something even I suffer in because most people don't do it these days. And it's important. So I taught my kids how to do it, and then it came up in court, and I lost my fucking kids, in part because I taught my son how to light a lighter while we were on the way to my biopsy for thyroid cancer. So, fuck me, fuck you. So, here is what you're going to want to do. Today I got locked out of my house because the boy I was dating decided to be a boy and not a man, and that's gross because I'm not a pedophile. So he locked me out of my house. Didn't know that he did that. Now I gotta wait for him to get off work. My boy, the Nightman over here, decided that he was going to come over and keep me company. While he's here, I'm a little bit better about staying on topic and not talking shit about shit. So he's not even really paying attention. He's on his phone, and he's probably not going to say a goddamn word, and I don't really care. See, I'm editing myself because I almost said it. Anyway, so what I did is my neighbor has a barn that fell down halfway. The roof is made out of metal. You're probably going to see me fall over a few times. It's okay. I lined the area that I had dug out in metal. I put an aluminum pan in the bottom, filled it with some of the charcoal bricks that are in this little dish thing right there, because last night the Nightman was here and I was trying to cook and the coals were working pretty well, but then they suddenly went cold. Nightman, do you agree that that might have been a sign from God that somebody wasn't coming back for dinner? I think so too. He nodded. So basically what's happening right now is it's after 4 p.m., so I know I'm allowed to burn stuff. All day long, I haven't been allowed to burn stuff, so I've been kind of careful about it because it says open air fires. This is not an open air fire, but I wasn't showing you guys exactly the whole process because I was getting distracted. Now with my boy here, and he's confirmed to me that I am not insane about the things that are happening. And either way, you should always be the bigger person, right? Right, Nightman? So, here's what I'm going to do now. I have filled this with dry twigs that I picked up throughout the yard, and I've been sitting in the sun all day. All right? If you're ever in an emergency and your mommy and daddy aren't available, you are going to have to take care of yourself if it's cold, okay? So you got to do something safe like this. If you don't have a place where you can dig a hole, which digging a hole takes a while, but you're a kid, so you might be able to do it a little bit quicker than I did. But it took me 2 days still to get as big of a hole. You don't even need this big of a one, as long as your pot can fit over it. I found this grill, so I made it the size of the grill. Or grate, whatever it's called. That part doesn't matter, kids, okay? So you're going to I took some dryer lint, okay? Go to your dryer. I'm sure your mom forgot to empty it, or your dad. Oh, God. I was just thinking about what your mom could say, your dad. But it's because your house can set on fire if you don't clean that thing out. And that's like legit. So be careful. Don't do that. And in fact, all day I've been having to try different boxes Good job, boxing companies, because most of you cover it with some kind of wax or something that makes it fire retardant. Yeah, because it's not as quick to catch on fire. But a newspaper, man, that'll catch on fire quick. I'm telling you this because I expect you to behave responsibly. You do not blame me if you set something on fire, okay? And you should never set a fire unless it's an emergency situation. You should always grab an adult. And if an adult isn't help or your family safe, even if your mommy or daddy are well, but they're freaking the fuck out and they're not listening, actually, my opinion on that one is go on and start the fire in the safest way possible and let them deal with that and figure out that they didn't take care of your brothers and sisters and you the way that they should have, and maybe they should have wrapped it up. And I hope you say that to them too. So, can I get an amen? No. Okay. Because I'm going to tell you what. I don't think it's wrong to teach my son how to light a lighter. Actually, I didn't even tell him necessarily. He took it out of my hand and did it. And I was like, I don't think you're going to be able to do that. Oh, man, you did it. And we were in the car. And I was like, okay, but don't do that while Pop-Pop's driving because he might have a heart attack. And then, what did I do with that lighter? No, I don't. So I was proud of my son with his little hands being able to do a big lighter like this. Now, my video earlier, I used a torch, and it's one of the most complicated torches ever. Probably because it's child resistant, but you guys are so smart. You figure it out. I can't even open a freaking pill bottle because of my arthritis. Yes, I'm old and I have arthritis. By the way, that's how you do it. You guys pay attention. You watch. You watch what we do. You are little humans. I don't know why your parents are stupid and don't realize that. You need to be able to survive too. And we live in a really nice society where you can go to the grocery store. And as I was saying it earlier in one of my other videos, did you know that I grew up in a town? We didn't have a grocery store in the whole county. We did not have a grocery store. Not one. No Food Lion. We had one Shell station, and that was only after they got approval from the county. And some of the dudes, the farmer dudes, some of the farmer dudes threw a tantrum about it because there was two little stores. They sold gas, and we don't need to get our gas from nowhere else. And I remember I was like, but that doesn't mean that people driving through our county don't need gas. And they aren't going to know to go all the way out to blank or all the way out to blank to get gas. And what if they're in trouble? And I remember I said that because for some reason, I think I was at that town hall meeting. That's like how serious this shit was. We went to town hall meetings. My mom would go to county records if I saw a ghost or whatever, and she'd go look up and she'd be like, you know what? A little boy did die right there. And I'm like, oh, well, see, I told you I saw a ghost, but my mom just confirmed it. And then, I was raised believing in things that are real because otherwise how would I have known? Anyway, I'm not going to go into that too much right now. So I just lit this, and either way, you can't really see what I'm doing. I've already emailed YouTube. I decided to do the responsible adult thing and ask them if I can have permission on my phone to record live videos because this is important stuff for you guys to know. So I'm cheating now, even though it's not really cheating, because if you've got to do it, the best way to do it is instead of dryer lint and twigs. Well, actually, this is a really good way to do it, and I'm still perfecting it. I don't know why my dryer lint isn't burning as well right now. I've never had a problem with this before, but I will say I've been using fabric softener lately. That's probably what's causing it. So I guess if your clothes are getting all weird feeling or smelly, don't use fabric softener. I forgot that. Yeah, I usually use vinegar. Damn. Why not? Right? I agree with you. So if you couldn't hear him because the microphone's this way, he said, I wouldn't use this as a fire pit normally because it's too close to the house. I agree with you. This is in a survival situation, and I need to make sure I mention that. You're right. And the reason I'm doing it here for right now is that in the wintertime, I do want to create like a little chimney and stuff so that I can do it right here and get heat. Because you remember how cold it would get in this room? Because it doesn't have insulation or what's it called? It doesn't the air pump doesn't run here. That's why it's so hot in here. Well, it was gonna be hot in here either way, so I ended up opening up the windows.
I got a jet.
Oh damn. Okay. Well, I gotta turn this off anyway. That's perfect timing. It's only 10 minutes of a video. If you have any questions, just like the Nightman did, please go, or concerns, please go on and let me know. If I'm doing something egregiously wrong and I'm still alive, look, we've proved that, you know, mankind, survival of the fittest. If I die, then great. Then you guys have learned how evolution works. Darwinism. It's not actually a religion. It's just explaining the way that God kind of sorts things out. So anyway, it's still on fire. I'll let you know if it kept going. Would you like to know, Nightman? Yes? Okay. And I have taken all precautions in this emergency scenario, but that is basically where we're at because I can't get into the house. And I have all that crap over there that's been there all night. And so it's not necessarily good to eat, but I'm going to eat that shrimp. That's the thing that I'm most nervous about is I probably won't be able to eat the shrimp, but I can definitely eat those grits. I can eat the pesto. So it's a good thing that that was what I was cooking for dinner last night. But anyway, end stream. End.